let's make a wrap-up of the course, or a closure. I'm really proud of you guys that you made it. Not all the persons that start a course finish it. And actually, I was reviewing my analytics on the course, on previous courses, and I've seen that 1/3 of the people will actually start the course, and only about 20 to 30% will finish the course inside of those people that actually started the course. So about 10 to 15% is the actual amount of persons that finished the course. So you are one of them. I'm really proud that you take the time to improve your software modeling technique, your curriculum as an engineer, and I'm pretty sure that this will at least work as a boost on your CV, your curriculum vitae. And well, least but not least, let me show you what you learned. So first things first, you can in theory model a very simple process. I know this was not a very complex process, but this is a very introductory course to Aspen Plus. So I want you to learn that real life processes might not seem that complex to model, and backwards, very simple processes in real life could become complex to model in software modeling. So you now know that you just need two things to have a physical property environment complete, which is the component list. You know that you can add or remove whenever you need, and you need to choose a method package which will be run and get all the important properties which are used in the simulation. Now you know that the simulation environment is nothing more than the flowsheet, running the flowsheet and adding streams, input data, and blocks, which are nothing more than unit operations. As I stated before, guys, you know plenty of unit operations right now. You know the heater, which can also be the cooler because the input data is the same. You also know the flash separator, which is very common to separate the liquid from the vapor. You also know distillation columns. I know maybe this was not a very in-depth course, but at least you know how to model it, the required data. You also know pressure changers, the valve, the compressor, and the pump. And you know, most importantly, that you can always find for help and check out the input data that you need in order to start the simulation. Also, very important, you know how to run a simulation and at least detect the warnings and debugging. Also try to solve, avoid warnings and errors, and so on. You also know how to get the results, and once you get them, export them to Excel so you can manipulate it into a much more understanding, or let's say friendly, for the other, let's say, colleagues, for your boss, for your students, whatever. Now, as stated before, analysis is one of the most important parts here. The results are nothing if you don't make an analysis. Analysis are required, especially if you are an engineer. You want to optimize, you want to improve, you want to decrease cost and environment hazards, safety hazards maybe. So this tool is nothing without creativity and analysis. You need to try to search other options. So in this example, why do we need a distillation unit? Why couldn't we, I don't know, maybe instead of 2 we need only 1, or maybe even 3 will be better. It will be a little bit expensive, but you will see that in the long run it's cheaper because we are saving, I don't know, ethane. We are selling it instead of combustion. Why are we burning that? Is it because we need to burn it, or is it because we don't have a plant that can use methane and ethane properly? So also, why do we need to pressurize that? Why was the compressor that high? Why do we need 5 bar? Maybe you can ask yourself, maybe the client requires this at 4 bar and I am adding 1 bar in order to avoid pressure losses. So let's go and check out why is there a lot of pressure loss. I don't know, there are plenty of things you could be thinking on, and this is the importance of the engineer. That's why a computer will never replace an engineer, because engineers will think outside the box. You need to go further. And well, essentially that's what I wanted to show you guys. I know this is a very, let's say, simple course, but I'm pretty sure you enjoy it and you have learned at least a little bit.